Hello! Hi everyone! Good evening and welcome back to Muzen's Q Cafe. Grabe, matagal-tagal din tayong nagpahinga. Ayan, so we're just waiting for some people to come in here on our Zoom. Hello everyone! Ayan, my name is Ninang Kate and I am your host here at Q Cafe. And we are so excited as always to welcome you back to our show! Grabe, na-miss namin kayo. Alam kong matagal nyo rin kaming inantay muli. Ayan. At kami po ay nagbabalik ulit sa ating YouTube channel. And I really hope that you get some time to binge watch din our shows sa ating YouTube. Ayan. So for tonight's episode, sobrang excited namin because we will bring you a lot of new things that you will definitely learn from. So here at Q Cafe, what we do is we interview different types of people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, and different na mga businesses and all that. So right now, our guests for this evening, they are regular guests here at Q Cafe at natutuwa kami because their masterclass will have another run this year. So ayan, wag na natin patanggalin pa. Let's welcome on our virtual stage our guests for this evening. Let's meet our wealth coaches, Miss Janice de la Cruz and Mr. Miko Lapira. Miss Janice is a wealth coach for 10 years now. She is an author and a book curator, a confidence and relationship builder, and an online host. Together with her is her partner with the Abundance Lifestyle Masterclass, Mr. Miko Lapira, who is an entrepreneur and maximizer, who has 10 years of experience in organization management, organization development, and project manager in the corporate trainer as well. He is also a life strategist. Ayan. So wag na nating patagalin pa, no? Ilabas na natin ang ating guest speakers for this evening.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Kate, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, Coach Miko.
Good evening everyone na nanonood ng ating live webinar today. Ayan.
Yes, so bago tayo mag-introduce ng ating topic and ating mga sarili, and pwede ba ako magkwento sa inyo?
Sige, kwento mo
Okay,
na.
sige. Kwento ko. Meron akong kwento. Okay. Ito ay kwento ni Melissa. She's a 32-year-old na IT practitioner. Okay. So, ito si Melissa, um, sabi niya meron nag-invite sa kanya na umattend na isang seminar sa isang company. And very interested naman siyang malaman kung ano to kasi gusto rin, naghahanap rin talaga siya ng side hustle para sa additional income. No, so nung nalaman niya na ito pala ay isang networking company, naging interested naman siya, no, because gusto niya yung mga products. So yung sa madaling salita, nag-invest siya ng 60,000 for the 60,000 yung starter kit. Yun yung value ng product. Pero nakuha niya lang yun, nagbayad lang siya for the amount of 15,000. Imagine mo, laki ng discount na nakuha niya, di ba? So talagang excited siya na gawin yan. Kaya lang, dahil wala siyang savings, so gumamit siya ng credit card ng kanyang tita o relative. And when the due date came na, no, nagka-problema na kasi hindi naman niya nabenta yung mga products na nakuha niya dun sa networking company na yon. So, nagkaroon pa siya ng utang. So, nahirapan siyang bayaran to, no? And wala siyang choice kundi bayaran to in how many months, no? So, kailangan niya magtipid, mag-sacrifice so that kahit na maliit yung kanyang sweldo, makakabayad siya dun sa naging utang niya. And sabi niya nga, it was really a tough time for her that had to really figure out magtipid at mag-sacrifice para mabayaran lang yung utang. And so because of this, nagkaroon siya ng realization to be more careful in her decision buying process. And then kailangan ma-make sure niya na pag gagamit siya ng credit card, sabi nga niya, dapat may pera siyang nasa bangko para hindi na siya umutang. So that's my short story about, ano bang insights mo doon, Coach Miko?
Ang insight ko dyan, as a person who's listening to Melissa's story and you as the storyteller, is the question na ano ba yung kailangan nating malaman at gawin? If we're put in the same situation, similar, if not the same, similar na my financial struggle and concerns. What do we need to know and do? So that's what we'll talk about during our webinar tonight. So stay tuned. But before anything else, we'll start with this quote. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. That's how we define wealth. Diba, Coach?
Yes. No, so talagang when we say about it's all about wealth, it's not all about money. It's also being fully experienced life. And it is the opportunity to be a blessing to other people. So hindi mo sinasarili yung wealth na meron ka. And this evening, you are privileged because you will be learning from not just one, but two coaches. No? So pakilala na tayo, Coach Miko.
All right.
Yes, yan. Ako si Coach Janice. Hindi na na-update tong ating profile pero this is my 12th year as a wealth coach of Manulife Philippines. And I'm also an author, a book curator. I have books, a total of 6 books na na-publish ko during the pandemic. And yan. And I am also into doing online hosting and meron din akong in-establish na online summit. And,
wow. Sounds great, ano?
Yan. Yun, di ko pa nabanggit na tumutulong din ako sa mga single people na mahanap ang kanilang one true love.
Naku, maraming pipila dyan, Coach. Naghahanap ng inspirasyon.
Ikaw naman, Coach, pakilala ka naman.
Ako naman, tumutulong din ako sa mga naghahanap ng inspirasyon for their companies, no, as a trainer, no, ng organizational development and project management. We do online, face-to-face, and we're also doing business in coffee. Ayan, so corporate training and life strategy. Yung mahanap ng inspirasyon sa buhay as also a life coach. Yan, so bago lahat, coach, tanong natin sila. Are you ready, guys?
Yes, are you guys ready sa mga nanonood sa atin online? And doon sa mga kasama natin ngayon sa Zoom room, can you type in the chat, ready, if you are ready to learn for tonight?
Ayan, kung ready na kayo, tulad ng nasa screen, itaas ang kamay at bigaway para magkaroon ng energy, mas lalo nating makukuha ang lessons and learnings and insights for today's webinar.
Yeah, so for today, we will be sharing to you 7 wealth strategies para magkaroon ng impactful and fulfilling life. So ready na ba kayo? Ang first strategy na nakikita nyo ngayon sa screen ay correct money mindset. So ang tanong ko sa inyo na nanonood ngayon, is money good or bad? How do you view money? Can you type in the chat or in the comment section if you're watching us live, or even sa mga nanonood sa atin on a replay, no? Okay, most people that I talk to, Coach Miko, they say that money is good. Some naman, they say money is bad. In fact, money is neither good nor bad because money is just a tool. It's a tool for you to achieve your dreams and goals in life. Tama? So, syempre, hindi ka naman magkakaroon ng magandang bahay, ng kotse, ng travel if you don't have money. And money is dependent, yung view natin on money will depend on the person that is creating the money. So, if you're a good person, you will become a better person or mas lalo kang magiging generous. If you're a bad person, nako, gagamitin mo yung pera sa kasamaan, di ba? It's sad to say, ayaw natin yun. And would you believe that actually, money is like a buffet, no? So sino ba dito yung nakapunta na sa isang buffet na lahat ng blessings ng universe and Lord, for that matter, is readily available to us. In fact, para siyang buffet na pag pumasok ka sa buffet, 'di ba? Malulula ka sa dami ng pagkain, nakakainin mo ano dito yung uunahin ko, 'di ba? And it would really depend on you. So, if you have that kind of mindset, an abundance mindset, that it is like a buffet, that the blessings is like a buffet, that it is really up to you how you will maximize and how you will grab that opportunity, or are you that in that scarcity mindset na, nako, ito lang ako pinanganak ako na ganito, hindi ako nakapagtapos, ito lang yung mararating ko sa buhay. So how are you viewing money? No? Na kulang ba lagi, walang laman ng wallet, no? Walang savings, walang laman ng pera sa bangko. And how will I start? How will I start my life of abundance if that is the case? So it's about time that we revise our money mindset. Okay? Are you feeling a victim or are you a victor? So importante yan, no? Now we rise above our situation. Sabi nga nila, when you are pinanganak kang mahirap, wala namang kasalanan doon, no? Kasi hindi mo naman napipili yan. Pero kung namatay ka na mahirap pa rin, yun na ang parang hindi mo siya trinabaho, di ba? Hindi mo minaximize yung kakayahan mo, yung opportunities, yung potentials mo para maging mayaman. Which is, I think, each of us here on earth has that capability. It's just a matter of having that correct money mindset. Diba, Coach Miko? Okay, moving forward sa ating... So, stop making excuses. Diba? And start doing something about your mindset, no? So, start doing today. Importante yan. Okay? So, that's the first strategy. Tandaan niyo yan, no? Type in the chat. Having that correct money mindset. Now, let's proceed to the second strategy. No? Kadikit niyan is setting your financial goals. Okay. What is important in setting goals? Can you type in the chat? Ayan, na-push na yung ating sagot. Clarity! Diba? Importante na may clarity. A lot of people when I ask, in terms of wealth coaching, tinatanong ko sila, what do you want in life? Daming options eh. Dami, nakakalito. Diba? Dami, anong unahin ko? And most often, people are not that specific in terms of what they want in life. No? Sasabihin na lang niya, kung ano na lang dumating, kung ano bigay ng Diyos, or kung ano bigay sa akin, yun na yun, happy na ako doon, I'm contented. But in fact, huwag tayo ganun. Kasi imagine, by the law of attraction, whatever you say, whatever you put out into the world, yun yung ma-attract mo. So kung very unclear ka sa gusto mong mangyari, no? Naalala ko yung story, Coach Miko, nung isang newly grad. Sabi niya, gusto ko kapag nagkauna ko ng trabaho, gusto ko napapaligiran ako ng pera at nagbibilang ako lagi ng pera. Gusto ko ng maraming pera. Yan, sabi niya. O, alam mo kung ano yung naging trabaho niya after?
Ano trabaho niya?
Ayun, bank teller siya.
Yun, araw-araw.
Oo, di ba? Oh, I don't mean to offend naman yung ating mga bank tellers, no. That is a noble job, no. Pero ang sinasabi ko, ang point out ko lang dito, is that really what you want, di ba? So kung yun talaga yung gusto mo, di ba, very specific ka, di ba? I know of people na nag-umpisa naman sa mababa, then eventually umakyat, na-promote, naging manager, and even naging back manager. And because alam nila yung direction nila sa buhay. So importante that we have that kind of clarity. Hey, moving
Most
forward.
especially when it comes to your finances.
Yes, of course. When it comes to your finances, no? A lot of people na gusto nila ng certain car, no? So if you want that, para saan ba yung kotse na yan na gagamitin mo, no? Is it really something that you really want? Or ang tanong dito, is it something that other people want for you? Diba? You need to be more authentic sa sarili mo in terms of financial goals. And isa pa to na tip na gusto kong i-share sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon is you need to write down your goals. Kasi we are very, ano mo yun, yung info overload tayo, ang daming distractions. No? So kailangan we are always reminded of our goals. And the one thing that we can do is we need to write it every single day, and not just write your goals, you write it with your emotions or with the feelings. No, ano bang example nito, no? No. Ako, for the longest time, I've been writing this as my goal. I feel happy and delight to see my baby boy in my hands, raising that baby boy in my hands. And that is something that I envision myself doing in the couple of years or even months from now. So kailangan talaga, you have to be clear on what you want. And we need to have attached that emotion. Kasi di ba tayo, madalas, pag meron tayong ginugol sa buhay, kapag walang emotion na naka-attach, hindi natin tatarabawin yan. Para saan, di ba? Kung hindi naman walang attachment ng emotion, hindi tayo mag-go for it. So importante yun, may emotions and feelings na naka-attach. Hey, and ito rin ang sinasabi ko kapag nagsaset tayo ng financial goals. Diba? Alam na natin to. We have heard this several times, yung SMART. Okay? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. We've read this, we've listened to this, we've even done this several times, but also I'd like to attach yung V. V as in value-based. No? Meaning, hindi tayo kasi human doings. No? Yung gawa lang. We are human beings. Kailangan nating alalahanin what are we becoming because of these goals that we're doing. Okay? So where we are achieving these goals, nagiging ano tayo? Nagiging mas loving ba tayo? Mas caring? Mas generous? No? So when we are able to attach a value to every financial goal that we are setting, kahit hindi natin na-achieve kagad yung goal, pero nababago naman tayo, diba? It would be something meaningful to do. Yan. So
Something
very
meaningful and worthwhile.
and worthwhile, of course. And sabi ko nga sa mga tinuturuan ko rin mga coaches ko, it's your goal has to be big, okay? Big, hairy, audacious goal. Something worth risking. Something na kikiligin ka or something nakakabahan ka. Kasi if it's not that big, diba, it's not worth risking or it's not worth, parang you won't feel alive doing it. You won't feel excited or you won't feel na it's worth waking up early in the morning to do. Diba? So it's important na yung siniset na financial goal is big enough and is something na talagang mapupush ka, mamomotivate ka na trabahuhin yon. Okay. So, moving on. Ito yung something na often ko ginagawa on a yearly basis. No? I do vision boards or dream boards. Yan. Si Coach Miko meron din siya, di ba? So dito yung mga example, no? So we're in, for those who are first timer listening na about vision boards and dream boards, this is a reminder, a visual reminder for you to put in your goals, not only your financial goals, so that whenever you see these pictures, this reminds you to be on track on your goals, and this will inspire you to work. Every day, bago kayo umalis ng bahay or bago kayo mag-start magtrabaho, titingnan nyo itong mga goals nyo na to sa vision board, nakapost siya sa iyong room, diba? Para ma-inspire ka at ganahan ka magtrabaho. Diba? Ayan. So, ito yung example. This is a clear example of how you state your financial goal. An example is to increase income by 10% by sharing my talent in hosting and singing through online events in the next 30 days, manifesting the values of passion, commitment, generosity, and love. Yan. So, yung sinasabi ko na kailangan may values. And then, another example na meron dito is, okay, to create a community of financial advocates, generous, self-educated individuals living life to the fullest. Create a Facebook group for support and guidance in the next 30 days. So may timeline din na nakalagay. Okay, so let's proceed to the next strategy, courtesy of Coach Miko.
Ayun, thank you so much, Coach Janice. Ayan na, nagkaroon na tayo ng reframing of our mindset. We also have reviewed our financial goals at hindi lang siya basta set. You have to be clear, you have to be attached, you have to be committed. And then saka ka lang dapat mag-start in creating multiple sources of income. Kumbaga, you're setting the foundation strong first before you actually increase by multiplying your sources of income. Ito kailangan ng mga tao sa panahon ngayon. Tama ba? Can we see in the chat? Who wants here more income? Kasi definitely kami ni Coach gusto natin iyan. So how do you do that? So hati yan sa dalawa. You have passive and active income. There's a lot of ways to increase your income. May it be passive or may it be active. You know, some investors do multiple businesses at a time. But hindi nila pinagsasabay-sabay. Parang isang cup. Yeah? If ang isang cup ay hindi pa puno, hindi pa sila nag-move forward sa kasunod pong cup. Okay? So pinupuno muna nila yan and then they move to the next cup pagkatapos ng ma-automate ng business nila. So from something active, they build it to become passive through automation and then move to the next cup or to the next business. Therefore, a smart investor who increases their portfolio first starts with the active income and then saka sila nag-move sa passive income. When it comes to businesses, so iba pa yung sa mga papers na diretso na po sa investment of stocks. But remember, whatever it is that you are trying to penetrate, which market, which kind of income, you first have to go back again to yourself. Hindi sa kanila, hindi sa kanya, hindi kay partner, hindi sa kung kani-kanino, but to yourself. You must be clear as well, hindi lang sa financial goals mo, but what is your passion, purpose, and core values? Ano bang importante sa'yo? Kasi we know a lot of people who are rich, but they are poor when it comes to self-fulfillment. Ayaw natin nun. So how do we go about this? So there's two concepts that we would like to introduce. First is the Ikigai. Can I have a show of hands? Sinong familiar sa Ikigai? Ayun, I think I'm seeing some hands here. Yeah, thank you so much. No, the Ikigai is just the Venn diagram of a mixture of doing the thing that you love. You're also solving the world's problems, what the world needs. Nababayaran ka, kumikita ka, nakapagdadala ng pansit, pandesal, at may palaman yung pandesal sa hapagkainan. Hindi lang pandesal lang. May ilagay mo naman ng pati drinks. And you're also good at it. So go about it any other way, maging passion, mission, vocation, or profession man yan. If all of these four main concepts meet, kumikita ka, magaling ka, mahal mo siya, di ba? Sana all mahal. Mahal mo siya, kahit mapuyat ka, kahit gumis ka maaga, kahit di ka bayaran, pero ito maganda, nababayaran ka sa maayos na paraan, you're really good at it and you're solving the problem. That's your Ikigai. If you can find that, no? So you will start one at a time, one step at a time. You must have clarity, ano bang gustong-gusto kong ginagawa. Yan. Paano ko siya makakonect sa mga problema ng mundo as a solution. Things like that. Hanggang sa ma-reach niyo po yung Ikigai. It's not an overnight process na isang upuan. Much like about the hedgehog concept, which is applied to corporations that are built to last. So the book was written by Jim Collins. So hinati niya naman sa tatlong Venn diagram niya. So what you are deeply, hindi lang passionate deeply, ibig sabihin, on rainy days, or on sunny days, on stormy nights, on stormy days, tindi man yung tupok ng araw, you will still commit to your bihag. You will still commit to your smart B because you're so passionate about it. The second is, pwede mo bang pagkakitaan yan? If so, by all means, go ahead. We're talking about the business here sa hedgehog. So ito ay personal. The hedgehog concept naman is applied to the businesses. If you have a business or an upcoming business ahead of you. And then, can you be the best in the world at it? So, like the Ikigai, this is not an overnight process and it takes so much time and years for you to actually find your hedgehog concept. Kasi may trial and error yan for the business eh. Hindi mo siya makikita sa first na, okay, ang ganda ng sales for the first year, second year, hindi pa yun ganun. Kasi you would know that you can be the best in the world if you defeat your competitors or even surpass them in terms of survival. So even coexistence. So if you find your Ikigai personally and your hedgehog concept for your business, you zero in on your passion, purpose, and core values, hey, you will be doing life, and you will be increasing your income happily and fulfilled. Serve first and money will follow. Isa yan sa mga dapat din nating gawin. So as we are trying to journey on at hinahanap pa natin kung ano yung gusto nating ginagawa, serve first kahit wala pang masyadong kitaan. I want to tell you one of my favorite stories. Back in the day, mga 2019, I used to bring a water purifier during a business networking event. Nakikita niyo sa picture. And then, ang ginagawa ko, sineset up ko siya as early as 6 a.m., 6:30 ng umaga or a.m. yung meeting namin. And then, each time a person tries to get water, they like water. That's oxygenated alkaline water. Right? So, wala pa akong kita nun, pero full effort na ako doon. I try to serve first, give information, educate, and then I try to become memorable during those meetings. So during those times, pagka meron kaming business networking meeting, we get to present 30 seconds of our businesses. And at the time, I was carrying the water purifier. So we get the mic, get to present, and pass on the mic to the person. So pag nakuha ko na yung mic, tatayo ko. Tapos, aray, ba nararamdaman mo, kumain ka lang naman at karta, nagpapataas pang yung uric acid. Don't worry, I'm Miko of Botanica. And what you're drinking right now is oxygenated alkaline water. Perfect for middle-aged men na may gout, aray, arthritis. Please schedule a one-on-one meeting with me so I can demonstrate this wonderful product you're drinking. At habang sabay turo doon sa water jug namin. So I did that for a year, and walang masyadong sales at first, but in time, money definitely followed after educating my fellow referral partners, my friends. In time, nakita nila yung value, and hindi ko siya gusto eh. Hindi ko gusto yung ginagawa ko na door-to-door salesmanship. Okay? So wala pa ako dun sa ikigay ko at dun sa headshot concept ng business at the time. But what I did found was that as I served under the tutelage of another company as their employee, I found that I really love speaking and educating people. So money did not follow during that time, but for the next career that I had after this venture po namin. Ayan, so yun ang sanang makatulong po sa inyo. At ang sanang makatulong lalo ay yung decreasing expense. Di ba, Coach?
Ang ganda ng story na yon. I never fail to be amazed with that story of yours, Coach Miko. At talagang lagi pa rin ako nagugulat kahit kinukwento ng paulit-ulit. Okay, moving on. Ay, ito may kwento ako ng isang friend ko na si Cindy. No? So si Cindy, she earns, imagine this, she earns 100,000 per month. At minsan, nagsabi siya sa akin, Janice, bakit ganun? Every payday na lang, parang yung pera ko dumadaan lang sa palad ko. Who took my money? Who stole my money?
100,000? Ubus agad?
Oo.
Wow.
Gastos, no? So hindi niya, ito pa malupit, hindi niya alam saan napupunta yung pera niya. So, di ba, it's something that we need to be mindful of. We need to be accountable in terms of the blessings that are given to us, di ba? So, ito, importante ito na as we increase our income, kailangan we are able to also manage our expenses, no? So, we are able to prioritize. Importante yan. And for us to manage our expenses, kailangan alam natin, ano ba yung ipaprioritize natin? Ba? Tingnan natin yung mga things that we need to prioritize. Diba? Bayad sa bahay, sa mga tuition ng anak. Also, I believe kailangan hindi naman lahat sinisave lang. Dapat meron ka ring allotment for travel, no? To create memories, diba? Invest in memories. Yan. And then also some opportunities for me time, kung mahilig ka magpamasahe and all that, no? Pero kailangan na budget mo talaga siya. The key here is to budget. And also, to determine if what you're spending on is a need or a want. Yan. So, ano ba ang difference ng need or want? Siyempre, alam natin, kapag need, kailangan yan. Diba? Pag want, diba, pwedeng hindi mo gastusan. Ngayon, nowadays, I believe that the difference between a need or a want depends on the person. Oh, it differs from one person to another. Diba? Like in my case, for me, having a laptop with internet connection is a need for me. Diba? Kasi I won't be able to do my business because all my transactions are being done online. I don't really need to meet a client in a coffee shop anymore kasi because of the pandemic, nag-shift tayo to online. And just with the help of internet and a laptop, I will be able to close a deal already. So that's very important for me. Paano siya nagiging want? The brand and the price of the laptop that I will spend on. Diba? Should I buy something worth 100,000 for me to do my business? Diba? Baka masyadong sobra naman yon. Or could I afford it? That's the question. Diba? Baka naman pinangutang ko pa yun, tapos magsasacrifice ako sa lifestyle ko because I had to buy that stuff, di ba? So, importante talaga yung you're able to track your expenses. So, there are a lot of apps available online, or you can stick to the mano-mano thing. Ako, I would remember in my younger days, I do have a notebook of my tracking of expenses. Lahat talaga ng resibo, sinusulat ko doon. Pwede naman Excel sheet, no? There are a lot of options available. Yung mga apps na ngayon, Coach Miko, ang ganda kasi meron na silang mga graphs. No? So pag nakita mo, nilagay mo doon, in-input mo yung mga expenses mo, makikita mo kagad saan napupunta yung pera mo. Sa food ba? Ibig sabihin, pag food lagi napupunta, matakaw ka. Or sa mga gadgets, sa mga luho sa buhay, like mga clothes, kung mahilig ka sa clothes and shoes and designer bags, yan. So, it's easier to track nowadays because of technology. And important thing in decreasing your expenses is kailangan ma-identify mo ano bang nagtitrigger sa'yo in spending. Mahilig ka ba sa sale? Oh, nalaman mo, 99. Magkakaroon na naman ng 99 this month. So, nakaabang na ba ang add to cart sa'yo on online shopping? No? Dati nun, talagang you have to physically go to the malls for you to buy stuff. Nowadays, talagang it's very convenient. In the click of the finger, you're already buying something and it's being delivered to you at your doorstep. So, very convenient, very not being mindful allows you to overspend. No? Kaya madalas pag malungkot ka, depressed ka, or pag sobrang saya mo naman, doon ka naman din nagsispend. So, avoid tayo mag-shopping kapag ganun yung emotions natin. Or kapag galit, no? Pwede ding may revenge. So, mag-overspend din tayo niyan. So, iwasan natin yan. And sabi ko nga, let us create a budget. When you have a budget, it's easier for you to know where to spend your hard-earned money. Okay, take note. Always tell yourself, hard-earned money to. And one of the techniques that you can also do, if you're going to spend on something, if I will add 1 0 to another, to halimbawa, you're spending on a stuff worth 1,000. I'll add 1 0 at the end. So that becomes how much na? 10,000. Kung 10,000 ba itong bibiling ko pa rin ba siya? Oh, so probably that could also help you in your decision making, di ba? If is it still worth it if this will increase in value. Okay. So, dito na papasok yung good and bad debt. So, a lot of people din nakakausap ko, naku, credit card, ayoko magka-credit card kasi sigurado mababaon ako niyan sa utang. Okay. So, ano ba yung good and bad debt? No? Kapag sinabi natin good debt, this is something that will add value to you. No? This will, like, if you will, maraming mga business owners na nangungutang ng pangkapital kasi eventually they will earn money. So that is a good debt because you are expecting na kikita ka from the debt that you are getting. Pero paano siya nagiging bad debt? If you're just resulting into buying stuff, expenses na wala namang value over time, hindi nag-i-increase. And eventually, if you're not paying on time, diba, on the due date itself, magkakaroon yan ng snowball effect. No? So talagang mababaon ka sa utang. And you have to be mindful of that situation. Or else, diba, lahat ng pinaghihirapan mo, hard-earned money mo, will all go to the debts, so paying of debts, which is we don't want to happen. No? So tumutulong din naman tayo sa mga tao na medyo napupunta dyan sa sitwasyon na yan because we want that people are able to sleep well at night. No? Importante yan. Okay. So, moving on. Coach Miko.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Coach Janice. And to add to that good debt and the bad debt, no, we must be mindful, tama yung term, on the money where our debt goes to. Dapat ay yung cash flow bumabalik, hindi palabas lang ng palabas. Sabi nga nung isa ko nakausap, a few weeks ago, bawat kilos niya ay calculated in a way na dahil bawat kilos may gastos, bawat kilos niya rin dapat may pasok. And that's how networks can really help us, even if we have itlog in our bank accounts. Why? Because your network is your net worth. It's a social capital. Don't have financial capital, you can have social capital, and it can take you a long, long way. Why? Because you are the average, the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, i-review nga natin yung mga pinag-uusapan natin kanina. If you always spend time with people na magastos, malakas makiuso ako. Mag-trouble. Binabaan lang yung lockdown and the restrictions. Nako! Baka this month nasa Cebu ka, next month nasa Palawan, next week nasa Ilocos ka na. Nako, bakit? Doon kasi nag-aaya ang barkada. Doon ang kanilang weekend getaway. Di ba? So if you spend a lot of time with people like that, and the 5 people you spend the most time with are magastos. Ganyan natin yung term na yon. You are that average. Hence, magastos ka na rin. Kasi makikisabay ka, you need to follow through, di ba, with the may mga socialization na yan, and so on and so forth. But, balik na rin natin, if you spend more time with money-wise people, ayun na, alam na, you can gain more knowledge, experiences, habits, and things that will increase your net worth and, of course, your financial capability just by spending time with them. And that requires what? Just effort and time. And you don't have to spend money talaga din eh. Diba? Especially if you're on a pile of debt, na bad debt. Also, one of the things that I have personally experienced when it comes to the social capital is when you invest in relationships, it gives you the most fruitful and meaningful returns. Di ba nga sabi kanina, live life to the fullest. Di ba? Wealth is not just about money, but the experiences, the fulfillment, the worth of life. So kami nila Coach Janice, we continue to serve in our own organizations, in our churches, di ba? And yes, there may be times where we give, na parang minsan parang wala na yung para sa'yo. But parang nagkakaroon ka pa rin eh. It fills you with hope, with love, and for me, it's the most fruitful and meaningful use of my money, time, and effort because I'm doing what I love and I'm giving. And sabi nga, the most successful people are givers first. And one of the things that have helped me, as I continue to serve, is in time, I was acquainted with a current business partner of mine, and I was included in his book. Actually, outdated na tong book cover na to. Nag-version 2 na siya. And I'm blessed to be included in one of the chapters. And yan, ang ating pong pinaka testimonial regarding that experience of being put in a book that is being used for mga masteral classes of MBAs at Ateneo de Manila University. So we're blessed, just serve first and build meaningful relationships. And remember, if you're still not there, you're still not there. There's so many more people to meet that it's to the point that if you're not networking, you're not really working. So kung wala ka nga sales, makakapag-network ka pa rin. Meet with people. If no cash flow is coming in, still network. Because you'll never know who they'll know. And in time, it will bear fruit para kang nagtatanim na hindi naman overnight na pag binunot mo yon, nandiyan na yung gulay. You have to water it, you have to let the sun shine through it, and it takes time for the plant to grow before you can harvest. And that's also one of the beauties, no, of networking. But to do that, you need to have coach.
Yes, so importante na meron kang mga good habits na nade-develop, no? So can you type in the chat, in the comment section, ano ba yung mga good habits na meron ka? Or you're trying to develop the good habits para makatulong sa iyo to be successful in every endeavor, especially in achieving your financial goals. Okay. Ako during the pandemic, I've encountered I went through that stage of being down, being depressed in a way na, naku, paano na yung business ko? How will I meet people? No, paano ako mag-a-adapt? And one thing that made me realize is, I have this limiting mindset na night person ako, night owl ako. I could never be an early morning person, no, early riser. Kasi kaya ako lang gumigising ng maga kasi kailangan lang. But it's not part of my system. And later on, I discovered na through expanding my network, I get to meet people na who are actually practicing this good habit of waking up early. And lo and behold, this helped me to become more disciplined and determined in terms of establishing being an early riser, no? So I was a very active member of this group called Rise Up the 5 a.m. Club. And this really gave me opportunities na mag-establish ng good habits, no? Ano yung mga good habits na yan? Meditation, learning, exercise, even yun nga, yung spending time journaling, that's also important. There are a lot of good habits that you can actually do to set up yourself for success. And one of the key things actually is having that attitude of gratitude. No? So when you start your day, thanking the Lord na, Lord, maraming salamat, gising pa ako. Lord, salamat, meron akong pamilya, meron akong source of income. And there are a lot of things to be grateful for. No? And when you have that abundance mentality, you have that positive and grateful mindset, the more of it you will attract in your life by law of attraction. So whatever you put into the world, that's also what you will get. And ang key dito is consistency. So wag tayo yung, kumbaga, over time, we need to devote more time to doing things that we want to establish for ourselves. No? Kasi talo nito yung talent. Kumbaga sa yung consistency is the key when we want to develop good habits. No? Talo natin yung mga magagaling na hindi naman sila ganun consistent sa ginagawa nila. We are able to overcome yung mga struggles and difficulties sa buhay when we are consistent in our good habits. And ito yung gusto kong i-share na just trust and enjoy the process. Of course, sa umpisa, hindi madali. No? There will be times na you will fall down. No? So, ang hirap-hirap naman ito. No? Example, you're aiming to save up 100,000 for your family vacation. Example. And ang daming distractions, ang daming gastusin. How would I do that, no? But if you are able to create that kind of process, that discipline, establish your good habits, eventually you'll get there. Just enjoy and trust the process. And of course, because we are part of this organization called BNI, we advocate for giver's gain, or we believe that the more you give, the more you will receive. And not really giving because you're expecting something in return, but it's more of you want to put out your best to other people to help out, because eventually it will always come back to you and you will bless even more people. Okay? So yan yung isa sa mga good habits then that we are practicing. No? We are not perfect. We are all a work in progress. I'm saying this, but this is something that we can be intentional about, no? Yung pagiging giver. And of course, papasok na tayo dito sa ating last strategy. Okay pa ba kayo, guys?
Okay pa ba? Ayun, okay pa sila, Coach Janice.
Okay, this time around, pagtutulungan na natin to because I feel lahat ng pinag-usapan natin kanina ay mababaliwala kung walang action.
Totoo
Diba?
yan.
Oh.
And most of all, pagka you're attending lectures like this, webinars, watching YouTube, you're talking to mentors, a person is prone to overthinking and procrastination if you don't move. Diba? Kasi expectations yan eh. Okay, nag-expect ka, okay, here are the results, you're expecting that somehow, somewhat, you're going to get there. But you know that success is not overnight. Diba? You don't have ability, goals, skills, education. Ang dami. Ang dami. So instead of making excuses, diba, before starting to actually doing something, start making changes, diba, Coach?
Yes, true. And what we want to happen is we will help you overcome any limiting beliefs in yourself. No? So we are trained to do that. We are life coaches. And for us to be able to point that out, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng certain level of awareness in ourselves. Because ultimately, whatever we want to achieve in life, it is really up to us naman to act on it. No? Having the right thinking, feeling, and doing will lead us to results. Diba, Coach Miko?
And that result, you need to have courage. Na you would face life like never before. Because you're trying to make positive change in life from you and to others, especially to the people that you care about. And that takes courage. We know that there's fear of the unknown, kung anong mangyayari if we take that leap. But we're planning ahead, kaya tayo narito. We're setting the stage, we're building the foundation, we're building up the courage to take that step, that massive action, not later, not mamaya, but today. So stop talking and start doing, ladies and gentlemen. Like a fighter, labanan natin ang takot, labanan natin ang pag-aalala, ang nervyos. And we can definitely bring in results. Most especially if you just practice to make progress. Yeah, Coach?
Yes. So review na natin yung ating 7 wealth strategies. No? So we have correct money mindset, set financial goals, increase income, decrease your expenses, expand your network, develop good habits, and 7, take massive action. To those who are watching us right now, can you type in the comment section or in our chat, ano dito, 1 to 7, yung nag-speaks clearly to you or something that you need to work on, something that you need to be practicing more. Ayan. So,
yeah. Claiming it na.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for all your responses and engaging with us. So because we want to bless you more, can I see a raise of hands if you're blessed already with this evening's session? Na-bless ba kayo?
Right. Raise the roof.
Of course, we want to bless you even more. We want you to have an abundant life, and with the help of course, of our guidance and support to you, we want you to
be abundant in
your life. Diba? Ano-ano ba yan? No? Your finances unshackled by death.
Productiveness.
Emotions and relationships.
Business and career.
Leadership and communication.
At ito gusto natin, your significance and fulfillment.
Yes. Actually, yan talaga yung ginagawa natin, Coach Miko, ngayon, di ba? We could have been doing other productive things, but we want to serve more people by doing this program.
And we have invested, di ba? A lot of time, energy, money to get where we are today. And we all did that. No? Yung investment na yan, done for you. because we want to practice sharing, giving, and paying it forward.
Yeah. So,
Ito na,
ang
Coach.
makukuha sa ating masterclass, we're presenting to you a deep dive of what we have shared to you this evening. Okay? So, you will once you sign up in our masterclass, Abundance Lifestyle Masterclass, you will have a 1-hour one-on-one wealth check-up with me, okay, worth 3,000 pesos. And then 1-hour one-on-one life coaching with Coach Miko worth 2,000. 4 weeks masterclass deep dive. So ito po ay group coaching, mastermind type. You will deep dive more on the 7 wealth strategies that we've shared to you this evening. And then there's accountability. This is so priceless because having that accountability group really parang yan yung tumutulong para mangyari yung mga goals natin na nilalagay natin. Also, that's worth actually at 45,000. And of course, the lifetime access to recordings in our Abundance Bodies Facebook group, which is worth priceless yan. And the continuous communication and mentoring, and very excited ako sa mga pwedeng mangyari this batch.
Totoo yan, Coach Janice. But because we're sharing, giving, paying it forward, for the price of 2 limited time, we're giving it away for 4,999 pesos. For Flower Friday sessions, every Friday, October 7, 14, 21, and 28 of October, that's 2 hours per session, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. via Zoom. All right. So just scan this QR code or go to our link. That's bit.ly/abundance in October. So why wait for October if you can enjoy abundance today?
Yan. Very memorable ang October sa atin dalawa kasi birth month natin yan.
Totoo yan.
And we have in store for you, no? We are just working on our book. We are publishing our first ever book. This is a collaboration sa aming dalawa. And with the help of our business friends, we'll be able to bring this book come to life, no? And hopefully in October, sabay sa ating Abundance Lifestyle Masterclass, we'll be able to have that much awaited book launch. Woohoo!
Yes, totoo yan, Coach. So, as well, coaches, we're so ecstatic to facilitate first this masterclass and more upcoming projects together with you. But remember, before we end this webinar and proceed with our days ahead of us, if you're not going to decide and take action now, then when? So give yourself a break. Give yourself that breakthrough. Give yourself a chance to improve. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for Coach Janice. Do it for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Muzencor, for the opportunity to bless more people with this program, and hope to see you in our masterclass. And we're ready to take on some questions from our live audience.
Thank you so much.
All right. Ayan. So the table is now open. Well, table. Our virtual stage is now open for questions from our audiences. Ayan. Spotlight naman natin si Coach Janice. Grabe talaga ang ating 7 strategies, no? Na mga kailangan talaga natin matutunan sa ating buhay. Sobrang for me, number 7 talaga ako eh. Parang, oh my gosh, take actions. Ayan. Do you guys have questions? Huwag kayong mahiya. Please type in on our chat dito sa Zoom so that we can respond to your questions. And of course, for those of you who will be watching this on replay, huwag rin kayong mahihiyang mag-comment sa ating YouTube channel, okay? Just type in your questions and then we will respond to you. Huwag kayong mag-alala because ilalagay din natin sa ating caption ang link para sa ating Abundance Lifestyle Masterclass. Ayan. Ayan, we have a question here from Anne that asks, paano po ba makapag-ipon ng tama yung hindi nagagastos ang ipon? Ayan, Miss Janice, paano nga ba?
Okay, thank you for that question, that courageous question. So, ako personally, what I do is, kung kaya mong i-automate talaga yung mga bagay-bagay, no? So, like if you have bank accounts na, di ba, automatic na nata-transfer yung savings, no? To a certain na hindi mo na talaga siya gagalawin, no? Hindi ka matetempt na galawin. And then at the same time, yung transferan mo, hindi pwedeng basta-basta mawi-withdrawan. So there's that, it's not an easy access. No? So one of the things that I do, I don't rely on bank accounts. No? So for medium to long-term savings, I do invest, of course, in variable life insurance, and then also in UITF or Unit Investment Trust Funds. No? So ito ay purely investments lang. And for me to realize the kita or the profit, I need to wait for some time. And kapag nag-withdraw ako, there's a penalty. O, kasi pag sa bangko kasi nag-withdraw ka, hindi, parang walang penalty because, di ba, it's readily accessible. So when you are able to put in certain amounts of savings and investment in some portfolios na medyo mahirap, or you can go for stocks, pwede din. It's not readily accessible. So talaga makakaipon ka. Ako, I also remember when I was starting as an entrepreneur, my mom would encourage niya ako to invest in real estate as well. So sabi niya, you get a pre-selling condominium at this rate, you'll be paying this much per month. And then magugulat ka na lang na after 3 years or ano mo na siya, nakapag down payment ka na, and then i-apply mo na siya ng loan amortization and all that, no? And at first, syempre kakabahan ka, no? Because secured yung income mo, no? Unlike before na I was salaried at the time, no? Sabi ko, kaya ko ba? But because I have that kind of responsibility, that actually pushed me or motivated me to work even more, no? So bawal tamarin kasi merong kailangan bayaran. But yung binabayaran mo is something na you're looking forward to, na magiging source of income. In fact, to this date, we are able to earn from rental income, no? Yung kinikita namin as rental income to our property is I'm able to pay na sa bangko. So, yung amortization sa bangko right now. So those are some of the tips that I could give you right now, but there are a lot of ways na and I believe work out something that is according to your values din, no?
Yes.
So align siya dapat sa values mo. Yun. Thank you, Anne, for
nakakatuwa yung response ni Miss Janice kasi totoo yun, no? Sa umpisa, natatakot tayo mag-invest kasi nandyan yung isipin natin, uncertain tayo if kaya ba natin yung monthly commitment. Yung mga commitment issues talaga eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
Actually, promise
ko rin, Kate,
yes.
kung ikaw rin ay yung tipo ng tao talaga na makati ang kamay. So parang wala ka masyadong discipline sa pera. So you can probably delegate, no? I know of people who do this, no? So they delegate the savings to a trusted person, like their mom or their spouse, their partner, na sa tingin nilang mas disiplinado than them. So assured sila na hindi magagalaw yung intact yung savings nila, and at the same time hindi nila ikaw bigyan ng access kasi nga dahil this is something that allotted. So I think kasi pag hindi nga it boils down to kailangan clear yung goals mo for your savings. Kasi kung wala kang goal for your savings and you're just saving it, parang ang dali kasing kunin kasi wala kang goal, hindi clear sa iyo yung goal. But if you have a clear goal, yon, nag-stick ka dun sa goal mo. So hindi ka matetempt na kunin yung savings mo.
That is true. Actually, Miss Janice, may funny story ako relating dun sa question ni Anne na nagtatanong siya ng pag-iipon ng tama. When I was a fresh graduate, so malakas ako kumita kasi syempre andyan yung bata ka pa, graduate mo lang ng college, ang dami mong racket. Di ang laki ng kita ko nun at that time. So, gastadora ako, yung mga tipong 5,000, Starbucks lang yon, mga ganon, in a month. So, talagang hindi ko talaga, kasi tama because you do not jot down your expenses, hindi mo namamalayan kung saan pala napupunta yung pera mo, magugulat ka na lang wala na. So, what I did was, kumuha ako ng separate na ATM. Yung ATM, di ba pag depende sa bangko, yung minimum niya. So yung at that time, ang kinuha ko, ang minimum nun is 2,000 pesos for the ATM lang. Wala siyang bank book, ganyan. So what I did was, ginupit ko yung ATM na yun. Para sure ako na hindi ko siya mawi-withdrawhan. Tapos, every time na may pera ako, o kaya every time na may isip kong gumastos, mag-eat all you can, mag-steak, ganyan-ganyan, whatever. Dahil alam kong may pera ako. Ang gagawin ko, i-deposit ko yung pera na yun dun sa ATM na yun na ginupitan ko. So, syempre, hindi ko siya nawi-withdraw. Kasi pag mag-withdraw ako, mag-a-apply pa ako for loss. Kunwari, apply pa ako ng loss, magpapa-affidavit pa ako, mga ganyan-ganyan. So, tinatamad ako dun sa thought na kailangan ko ayusin yung paperwork para lang mapaayos yung ATM ko. So, that was the time na I was able to save up, I think, around 100,000 din for parang magto 2 years din yun hanggang sa naisip ko okay na siguro kasi di ko alam kung magkano laman pag dinepositohan ko hindi ko na siya alam. Ngayon medyo nag-evolve na, hindi na ako naggugupit ng ATM ngayon. Yung bank book na walang ATM, tapos yung ATM na yun ay yung bank book na yun na kay mama, so bawal talagang makapag-withdraw. So ganun na siya ngayon. Tapos hindi ko siya ginawan ng online banking para sure ako na hindi ko magagalaw yung pera doon. Kasi di ba pag online banking ka, mag-login ka lang, pwede mo nang anywhere ma-transfer yung money mo. So yun. Gano'n naman yung funny story ko dyan.
Grabe. Ayan, Coach Miko is also here, Kate. Yan, na-disconnect.
Hi, Coach Miko! Ayan.
Baka may questions pa sila, we can entertain some questions.
Sabi dito ni Nice, pag emergency fund, laging temptation sa gastos. Totoo yan. Kaya dapat talaga, set clear goals. Kasi totoo, if nagsisave lang tayo just for the thought of saving, medyo clueless talaga tayo kung saan pupunta, ganyan-ganyan. And it really helps to invest on yourself when it comes to taking in coaching lessons from people who are really, they know what they're talking about. They really understand the money dynamics, kumbaga. And they have better options for you to check out. So, andyan naman yung full confidence mo dun sa coach na mapipili mo. And bakit pa ba tayo lalayo? Kaya nga tayo merong Abundance Lifestyle Masterclass. And excited ako kasi I think, Miss Janice, this is your second year, no? Tama ba?
This is already our third batch.
Third pala, ayan.
Yes, we started this last year, no, Coach Miko?
Kasi dalawa last year.
Yes, opo.
Last year, isang batch. Mga ganitong time din yon, I think mga September, October. And then the other batch was in February, if I'm right.
February, March, parang ganun.
Yes, February, March, no. So it was an early goal setting, no. So ang plano talaga namin ni Coach Miko is magkaroon ng dalawang set, isa sa first quarter and then sa last quarter, so that it's a review, ano pa ba yung kailangan habulin for the year, and also early planning na rin for next year. Ayan, may nag-message pala sa akin, Coach Miko, baka gusto mo sagutin to.
Sige nga, kahit sa'yo nag-message.
Oo, nag-message sa akin. Okay. Sabi niya, do you think money is the solution to resolve a problem?
Depends on the problem. Kung kaya mabila yung
financial
solusyon.
Problem ba yan? O ano kayang problem?
Maraming problema sa mundo eh. There's an abundance of problems in this world. But as people, who are abundance in our mindset, kung marami mong problema, mas marami tayong solusyon. So, it's definitely a benefit if you have money to compensate and to solve a certain problem. Pero definitely hindi sa lahat ng problema solusyon ang pera. But it would really take you farther and make you meet lots of more opportunities. Pag wala ka naman pera, you also get to have an opportunity to be creative. So, the lack of money can also become a solution. Yeah? Kasi if you're on the fast track, di mo alam kung how to slow down eh.
Mm-mm.
Parang ganun.
Parang this is a take of yung question natin is if money can buy happiness, no? Ako lagi kong sagot dyan, money can buy happiness as long as you know where to shop.
Yun. And what to shop.
Diba? Ayan. So kung meron pa kayong mga katanungan, feel free to send us a message on Musen. Wag na wag kayong matatakot mag-inquire regarding our Abundance Lifestyle Masterclass kasi if not now, when? O diba? Tamang-tama yan. Para this October, on our last quarter of the year, you get to start your plan. Kasi it's really, totoo talaga to. No matter how cliche it sounds, gasgas na. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is really true. So I hope that this session with our wealth coaches, Janice and Miko, you were able to fully understand what options you have when it comes to your financial goals. And sana mas lalo pa ninyong pagtibayin ang inyong mga knowledge through the Abundance Lifestyle Masterclass. So feel free to send us a message so that you can avail of this opportunity. Ayan. Sabi dito ni Ann, sabi nila, your network is your net worth. How can we further expand our network? Ayan. Oh my gosh, this is a good question. Coach Janice, how do you expand your network nga ba?
Ayan, I think si Coach Miko can better answer this kasi siya yung nag-discuss yung topic na yan kanina.
Yes,
Oo naman. And one of the answers to that is by being here, just showing up in this Q Cafe every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. O, di ba?
Hindi yun hindi to spills hindi kasama sa script yun.
And of course, liban dito, that's why we're inviting you kanina sa ating pong live masterclass every Friday of October because those networking events are networking events, not just financial learning events. And you can meet new people to expand your network. Hindi lang kayo like-minded, kulang ka rin sa ako rin eh. Pero gusto ko rin makaahon sa hirap. Ako rin eh. Di ba? Nakakapagpalakas ng loob yung ganun eh.
Totoo.
If you're meeting people with the same energy and the same grit to fight life stronger.
Yes. Diba? Lalo na kapag parehas talaga kayo ng goals. Mindset ba? Mindset. Char.
Yun.
Ayan. So guys, maraming salamat sa isa na namang gabi ng learning and fun here at Musen Core. Thank you so much for joining us on Q Cafe. Don't forget to join us every Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. We're live on YouTube and feel free to browse through our videos kasi definitely promise you will get a nugget of information in every video talaga. As in lahat ng speakers natin, meron talagang masasabi na we believe that would really help you parang think right. Kung ika nga, di ba? Alright, so once again, maraming salamat po Coach Janice and Coach Miko para po sa inyong laging pagbibigay ng inyong oras at panahon at pag-ibig. Ayan, o di ba? Salamat po and I hope you guys will be here again on our next episode. Magkita-kita po tayong muli. Paalam everybody! Bye!
Thank you, Nice.
Thank you.
Stay and Joanne. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kala ko sasabihin